Hey, what's up? It's Ryan at Robot Dog Studio, and recently I decided I wanted to improve the acoustic treatment in my studio. Wanted to get rid of these black moving blankets and put up some real acoustic panels. So I came up with a really simple, really quick and easy DIY design, and I think they came out pretty awesome. So why don't you follow along while I make one. Alright, so let me just say, there are probably a million other tutorials out there, but I did not want to take a weekend to do this. I did not want to take the downtime. I wanted a simple design that I could crank out with parts that they could cut for me at the hardware store. I just wanted to get them done, up on the walls and back to making music. So the other thing I want to say is this is not what I would call a bass trap. It's not super deep, it's just common pink R13. So it's not going to be cutting down on a lot of low frequency, but it's going to do great on mid-range and high-end frequencies. So considering that we're replacing these thin moving blankets, it should work out great. So here's all the stuff for one acoustic panel. What I wanted to do, because I don't have a lot of tools at the studio, this is about it. I don't have a saw, so I wanted to get this done in such a way that they could just cut the lumber at the store for me. Other than that, we've got a power drill, we got some screws, we got the hanger, we've got a staple gun, we've got our R13, we've got burlap material, and then we also have some cotton batting. That'll go in between the burlap and the insulation, making for an overall finished look. Alright, so here we have our pre-cut sections of 1x3. They're laid out kind of like this. The shorter ends will go in between the longer ends. The key to this will be pre-drilling holes through the longer end. The screws will go through there and they'll bite into the shorter ends like that. In a more advanced design, you would have some kind of corner braces that would keep everything square. This, I just made sure to buy select pine, so it's pretty straight, and it's going to be straight enough for what we're doing. Alright, so it's pretty much together. We did have an issue where it got a little twisted. Like I said, we're not using any corner braces, so all I did was just loosen up the corner that was twisting a bit, put everything else together, and then tighten it back up. So our beautiful frame is done and ready. It's time to put the insulation inside. Now, when I made my first one, I didn't use gloves, but I figured I'm on YouTube, everyone's gonna say, you gotta wear gloves when you're doing that. So I did find these bad boys under the sink at the studio. Fiberglass insulation, so yeah, it gets everywhere and it gets you itchy, and I guess it's not too healthy to breathe. I probably should have a mask on as well. Lay it down on the inside. See, it's got this edge that is made to come out and lay like that. Staple that down. Cut it to length. Pack that in there. Overlap the edge a little bit. Cut some of this down to fill. We can just use a little bit of packing tape to seal up that seam. Trim up this paper a little bit. Alright, we've got our burlap and our batting laid down, panel frame over it, centered. Start wrapping it around and stapling it. Then flip over to the other side. Pull kind of tight, but don't need to go crazy with it. Alright, so here's where it gets a little tricky, but it's really easy to figure out. It's how you put the fold on the corner. So we're gonna fold the thing like this. Staple it down like that. Just one last thing to do is to put these cool little sawtooth hangers right at the top. Tack hammer would be nice, but don't have one. All right, so there it is, done and done. Got 2 down, 2 more to go. Wish me luck, I'm gonna go work on those. In the meantime, like and comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, so a little follow up here. Got all 4 panels on the walls. And one little thing I wanted to point out about the panels, I think they came out perfect, but we didn't put like a backing or anything on them. You probably could have put a piece of cardboard over the back. So the insulation is poofed out a little bit on the back. So all we did was just to put a kind of a long screw to hang them on that sets them off the wall a little bit. So I still think they came out awesome. It's kind of good to have a little air gap behind them. So I'm still totally psyched on the panels. So let's hear it for The Mountain Says No, and I'll see you guys next time.